How can we approach the results of a respirator? We will discuss filtration, the amount of layers, how to seal it, shape, waterproofing, and sterilization. Let's start with filtration. We'll use the N95 respirator as a model. It filters 95% of the particles over 0.3 microns, which means that it allows 5%. No system is perfect, and we can incrementally increase the effectiveness of our homemade mask. This is a list of common household materials and their effectiveness. The percentages are surprisingly higher than you would have expected and give us a lot of room for improvement regarding the material we choose. Now let's take a look at this study from Cambridge University. It shows in detail the result for several pathogens and suggests that these materials could reach really high levels of effectiveness. Let's analyze something as common as a vacuum cleaner bag. These are made with a HEPA filter, that is a high-performance filter that uses sophisticated mechanisms of filtration of the same type as an N95 mask. Widely available, it's used for air conditioning filters and vacuum cleaner bags. Just make sure you buy it from a reputed brand to assure quality. You can increase the amount of layers, but take into account that doubling the amount of layers does not mean doubling protection, and that breathability is always preferable for long-term use. But if possible, it's highly desirable, especially if we apply a hydrophobic treatment on the exterior layer, as we will discuss later. As you can see in the design, the N95 types are made with stringent manufacturing tolerances, which assures a perfect fit for each size. Surgical masks, on the other hand, even of the best quality, will present wide openings on several areas. So how can we achieve a seal remotely similar to a respirator? An effective solution is double-sided tape. We have validated this hypothesis taking into consideration the experience of St. Louis Hospital in Iowa in the preparation of protective gear for their clinicians. The key here is the expression fitting test that has a specific technical meaning.
We actually did a fit test with these masks here, and what we were finding is that when we did this with the filter in place without the adhesive tape, it did not pass the fit test. However, doing the fit test with the adhesive tape added the extra seal for us to be able to pass that test.
The fitting test was the weakest point of a homemade mask according to the Cambridge study. The fitting test assures particles do not get in except through the filter, and that is the most particular feature of a respirator, and is done to adjust the correct size of the user. The double-sided tape not only might allow to overcome the fitting test, but it allows to adapt a wider range of sizes without problems, allowing as well your homemade mask to take full advantage of its filtration capacity.
Lastly, what we're going to be doing is adding the skin-safe double-sided adhesive tape, and this tape actually will help create a seal around where your face is sealed, so that filter piece of it. So I know that this tape is clear, and I'll do my best here to kind of create and mimic that for you. Basically using the tape here, we create it across the bridge of the nose. You would kind of create a seal that goes all around where this white part is here. So then when you would put the mask on, you would be able to seal it across your face. So by putting it on in that fashion.
Take this piece of paper as an example of a flat surface. You can fold it horizontally as it's shown in the video. You can later fold it vertically on the sides to fix the initial horizontal folding. The result is a very comfortable curvature. This is an awesome mask. The pattern has two opposite curved sides, so that's it seen here. That allows a wide ergonomic cavity that is perfect to be used in conjunction with a high-performance filter. This is an important point, because the pathogen is transported either in droplets or in aerosol form that are suspended in the air due to rhino motion, convective currents, or any type of airflow. Excluding the dry nuclei, the outer layer of the vehicle is always water. That is why one of the most powerful features of protection of any effective mask would be a hydrophobic layer. Here's an object before and after treatment with a common hydrophobic spray. Waterproofing products for fabrics are readily available online. Sterilization is a critical part of the efficiency of a mask. First, we have to point out how important it is to have a removal protocol. If we take a look at this study made in Wuhan, during the first outburst, we can see that the highest concentration of pathogens were in the areas of vapor removal. Now let's see this article from Stanford, where several methods of sterilization are compared. Alcohol or chlorine might be effective, but they affect the electrostatic properties of the fibers, which is an important mechanism in high-performance filters. We'll consider their recommendation of using hot vapor from boiling water for 10 minutes as an option. In this study made in France, referred to COVID-19 patients, they suggest 92 degrees Celsius for 15 minutes to complete the activation of SARS-CoV-2. Now remember, carefully remove the mask without touching it if possible. Use hot water vapor from boiling water for 15 minutes for non-washable HEPA filters. Regular fabric can be washed or boiled. Have several masking filters prepared in order to maintain a clean sequence of usage through your week. The N95 is a great mask that filters 95% of particles but allows 5%. That is worth noting because a lot of people believe that the options are between either assured contagion or safety, which is not true. Given the data we have, the level of effectiveness can be greatly increased if the materials, layers, seals, and disinfection procedures are dealt with appropriately. The smartest thing you could do is to increase the effectiveness of your mask as much as you can. There's a great variety of materials available. Pay particular attention to HEPA filters. 2 layers would be a minimum for filtration, but take into account that breathability is more important for longer periods. The shape has an impact on breathability. More concavity means more comfort. Double-sided tape makes you actually filter the air you breathe, which is a concern with most open masks. Commercial waterproofing sprays are widely available and would greatly improve the effectiveness of your mask regarding droplets or aerosol. Even the best mask is useless without proper sterilization. You should treat it as contaminated material after every use. It is worth noting this article from Science magazine. It shows that the cyclic waves of contagion could be from 2022 in the best scenario until 2024, depending on several factors. So naturally, the more you learn, the more prepared you will be.